Welcome back to Hannity on Friday. Well, before we go to that, my take on what happened with Duck Dynasty. This is new Coke. This is brilliant marketing. Let's look at this for what it is. The interview was done ahead of time. A&E was represented. There was a review. They knew who Phil is because you can Google 2010 when he spoke. And then moving forward, you see what this is. The season's already been taped. Look at the great ratings, a #1 show. Folks, welcome to brilliant marketing by both sides while we have feigned outrage on one side and support on the other. But the real secret here is who pulls and who doesn't when it comes to entertainment. The major restaurant chain, Cracker Barrel, announced that it was pulling some of the Duck Dynasty products from their shelves in response to Phil stating his position on homosexuality. But yesterday, Cracker Barrel reversed its decision in a statement on Facebook, wrote in part, "When we made the decision to remove and evaluate certain Duck Dynasty items, we offended many of our loyal customers. Our intent was to avoid offending, but that's just what we've done. You told us we made a mistake, and you weren't shy about it. You wrote, you called, you took to social media to express your thoughts and feelings. You flat out told us we were wrong. We listened. Today, we are putting all our Duck Dynasty products back in our stores, and we apologize for offending you. We respect all individuals' rights to express their beliefs. We certainly did not mean to have anyone think different." And tonight we want to hear from you. What do you think about Cracker Barrel reversing its decision? Sound off on Sean's Facebook page. Now, back to our panel for more reaction. I'll go to Diana Falzone from Fox 411. This is the new Coke. This is advertising. This is marketing. It was reviewed. It was a written interview. The episodes are in the can, except for the finale. And I say that this is brilliant marketing, and everybody's in on it.
Ding, ding, ding. I 100% agree with you. This is brilliant marketing, and it makes complete sense. January 15th is the debut of the season. And remember, they said he's not off the show. Everyone keeps saying he got fired. No, very careful language here. He's just on an, quote, indefinite leave of absence, which means he can come back at any time. He can
come back tomorrow morning.
Exactly.
Indefinite has no time.
Maybe he'll come back, January 16th.
Bernard?
I wish I were that cynical, but I'm just not. I think that it's part of the marketing blitz. It went a little sideways. But, here's the thing.
Well, we're talking about it. Did it really go sideways? Because in Hollywood, any publicity is good publicity. Just spell the name right.
Well, no, I actually think that this was probably a little bit more than the A&E folks would have liked, a little bit less scripted even for reality TV, which, of course, we all know is scripted. The thing with Cracker Barrel is interesting, though, because they got in trouble in the 90s for being anti-gay. I think they didn't really think this thing through, and quite frankly...
Well, are they anti-gay or stayed in their position?
Back in the 90s, they actually had an official, very anti-gay position, but this was 15 years ago. Let's talk about now. I think... I'm not in favor of boycotts. I'm in favor of engagement. Let the marketplace decide this. I actually think that A&E did the right thing by putting him on leave, but I think the Cracker Barrel did the wrong thing by first taking this stuff off the shelves and then putting it back on. Let the marketplace decide. I don't have to buy their stuff if I don't want to.
But Carrie Pickett from Breitbart, the market did decide. The market who goes to Cracker Barrel, and look, I eat at Cracker Barrels all over this country. Great food. The stores are crowded. People buy all kinds of tchotchkes and whatever there. The market decided because in this country, over 145 million Christians and evangelicals combined and more, they spoke. So what do you say to that? The market, has it made its decision with Cracker Barrel?
It absolutely did, and it didn't just make its decision with Cracker Barrel. It made its decision a long time ago with Walmart. It made its decision a long time ago, even with A&E, with the amount of viewers that it gets with Duck Dynasty. I mean, this is a reason why Under Armour didn't pull away, as well as other sponsors didn't pull away, no matter how many people ended up criticizing Phil Robertson. So I think that the backlash ended up going more towards A&E more than anything else. So it's all about the bottom line here. And the people here who I think are going to benefit most are going to be the Robertsons here.
And the bottom line on this is people will be watching Duck Dynasty by the millions. The Facebook page, Diana, has 1.7 million fans and growing. So here we are. Look, to me, this is brilliant. It's marketing. People can debate ad nauseum. He has a right to his position. The First Amendment protects you from government imposing its will on you, not from at-will employment. And Bernard, the only thing I can say to this is on all sides, tolerance needs to be reciprocal.
And respect.
And
respect. And that was not respectful. What he said was not respectful.
But from the other side, there needs to be tolerance.
And it was not respectful. And it used
was it his history, yes or no?
It uses Christianity to
was it someone who said what he believes, yes or no, that was already on the record?
Well, I don't know Phil Robertson. I'm assuming he believes what he says, but he also deserves to hear what other people believe.
Go ahead, Diana.
I was just going to say, it was probably the delivery in which he said it, too. It was a little crass. Not the scripture, but things outside of the lines. So they didn't edit the article they wrote. See, this is why I'm a cynic. Right.
This article was written, and A&E reviewed it, and they wrote it.
Do you know who I blame the most at this? A&E's publicist, who stepped out of the room. I mean, this is a reality star who happened to fall into fame. He sells duck calls for a living. He's not ready for all this.
By the way.
Excellent duck calls.
All right, Carrie, what do you say? Final word.
I still think that these guys have, as you said, have done a brilliant marketing job, not just in the end, but also they did it from the very beginning. And the nice thing is they're not going to be pulling away from their position anytime soon. They're going to be digging their heels in.
Remember to weigh in on this on Sean's Facebook page and also #Hannity.